Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets. DJ Daniel, he is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
How wonderful is all of that?
So beautiful.
You would think the Democrats would clap for that, would stand up, at least be bipartisan on those issues.
Yeah, Brian, when my wife and I watched DJ Daniels hug the new director of the Secret Service, we both had tears coming down our faces, out of our eyes. It had to be like that, at least in half of the chamber that you were in last night.
Yeah, people went crazy, and I looked right over to the left and thought, okay, this is going to be the moment where people have to clap for
you
a
have to,
13-year-old, for a kid that was supposed to be dead at 5, who's sitting there at 13, overcoming cancer. I'm like, how can you sit? But instead, they sat and looked indifferent.
At his new badge.
I mean, to me, there was a lack of organization. I mean, I don't think Hakeem Jeffries said everyone sit down and ignore kids with cancer. Really? You're ignoring kids with cancer? You're ignoring the survivors of a murdered teen? You can't clap for the naming of a park? It was astounding. I just think it was embarrassing, but it's also sad. I mean, you have a group of people that aren't going to do anything for 4 years, and you saw them walk away from that girls in sports bill 3 days ago. They just didn't show up, half of them. You know, I saw 14 walked
Look at that
out.
hug. That
yeah,
hug.
they said, look at that, 14 walked out during the
17
ceremony.
boycotted, 14 walked out, and Ted Cruz said, I have never seen such a disgraceful display as the Democrats put on. I've been to 13 State of the Union addresses. I've been to every one. I've never missed one. Every time Joe Biden walked into the chamber, I stood up and I clapped. This is a radical party that is full of rage and hatred.
Somewhere down the line, the Democrats lost their way. I mean, the things that were discussed, I understand. Some of them had political messages. But when you have a kid that survived cancer, they didn't even cheer. Maybe they did, but from the view of the camera, I did not see them cheer when they got the guy that killed 13 Americans in Afghanistan. And I mean, it's just, I don't understand where they go from here. This was an opportunity to put the partisanship away and just focus on those stories. But they couldn't do it that night. And then I saw some of the response. We're going to be talking about it later on the show, and DJ is going to be on the show. Their explanation of why they did not clap, some in the mainstream media, is lunacy. Yeah. You didn't have to politicize that moment at all. But you got Nicole Wallace, who used to be a Republican, that just lost her way.
Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Maddow, that said that the reason why they didn't clap or the reason why they didn't celebrate is because the president has cut cancer funding. I mean, this is just nonsense.
Well, we just saw the little boy, the 13-year-old boy, officially become a Secret Service agent right after the kid who was announced that he was going to West Point. The brand new Secret Service agent came over and gave him a high five. It was absolutely terrific.